Alex Bean with Gateside Press and with Andres Quintana, who is returning to action on November 6th at Fury FC 71. Andres, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Of course, man. I'm very happy to be talking with you. 24 days out from your fight. How you feeling?
I feel great. I mean, I'm always mostly in shape. Whenever fights come up, we just start working on specific things for this camp. So we're always ready to go. And it's 5 rounder, no big deal. I've been there, done that. So we're ready to go.
Yeah, man. Another main event. But before we get to it, I wanted to go back to Fury FC 57. What did you learn from that fight?
It was just a rough fight. The guy came in pretty heavy. I think he came in 4 pounds heavier than me. It just, circumstances. Maybe I shouldn't be taking fights like that when the guys come in that much heavier. I mean, just a lot of different things. I don't know if you or a lot of people know, but I did break my jaw in that fight.
Hmm. Gotcha. So that's the reason why the long laying off.
Yeah, mostly just getting that repaired, making sure it was 100%. To be honest, today it feels like never happened.
What round did it happen in?
Second round.
Fuck. So you fought another round, another round with a broken jaw.
I fought 5 rounds.
Yo, that's right. It was a 5 round. Oh man. Did all right. Did you feel it during the fight,
Oh
or
yeah.
was the adrenaline kind of going?
No, I'm sure the adrenaline helps somewhat, but I don't think there's no way you wouldn't notice. It's excruciating pain from the moment it happened. That I couldn't even bite down on my mouthpiece. It felt like my gums were like coming out of my teeth in a way. It's just hard to explain. My bite was misaligned already. Couldn't really bite down. Just it was just horrible.
That's so rough. Man, yeah, that's wild. Well, you got another main event, another 5 rounds. I just want to know what are your thoughts on the matchup?
It's a tough matchup. At my level, there's never going to be any easy matchups. Um, he's a great fighter, great young opponent, previous champ, and we're ready for the challenge.
What do you think of Nate Richardson as an opponent? Do you think this is a perfect next fight for you?
Of course, there could always be easier fights. Nate's tough. Yeah, we're not jumping into a warm up fight by no means. This is going to be a fight that tests both of us, of course.
Gotcha. I wanted to ask, man, during your long win streak with Combate, why do you think? I mean, were you locked into a contract? Like, why did you never get a call from the UFC?
I don't know. They did call me for contender series, but I thought I would be going straight in. And I was in the contract with Combat there as well, so I didn't really push too much for it. Of course, I'd love to be in the UFC and everything. But just it's always about timing. Who and it hasn't lined up for me yet.
With the contender series, did you not want to go on it because you wanted to go straight to the UFC, or was it just timing?
I'd prefer to go straight to the UFC, of course, but with contender series, I wouldn't mind fighting. But we just didn't even push for it, just because I don't think Kamata would even let me out to go to contender series.
Did they tell you who you would have been fighting?
Ah, to be honest, I don't remember. I
You remember?
I let my coaches, my management team handle all that, and you know, I'm just like, who am I fighting? What are we doing? Basically, I'm just here. It don't matter who I fight. I'm a fucking warrior, so we're gonna go out there and we're gonna test all of our skills.
Yeah, absolutely. Back with Fury, third fight with them, man. How do you like fighting with Fury? It's for first time was looking for a fight, and then you got a title shot, and now another main event. It's like they Fury is very high on you.
Yeah, I love Fury. They're great people. Eric's awesome. He's always in contact with me, making sure I'm good, ready to go. everyone, it's just a great promotion overall. They just take care of us, and I'm pleased, and I'm super happy and pleased to be with them.
Awesome. All right. At the end of the day, November 6th, how do you get your hand raised?
Just being a mixed martial artist, mixing it up. He's from K1, great stand-up fighter, as well as am I. I'm not from K1, but I've been boxing most of my life, and we'll go in there. We'll see what happens. If we gotta attempt to take it to the ground, we will. If we're gonna keep it standing, I feel comfortable there. We'll keep it there. It's just kind of time to start mixing stuff up. A lot of people haven't really seen too much of my ground. I think I have two submission wins maybe, and not much ground on my fights. So maybe we'll see there.
Not looking past Nate Richardson at all, but you know, you get the win. Do you want a rematch with Hussein, or or are you looking, or are you just kind of staying in the moment?
I don't like losing to anyone. I'd love to rematch every single person I've ever lost to. So, I mean, let's see what Fury has to say. And Hussein, great fighter and all, but I don't really know if UFC is looking for his style. Kind of more slowed down, kind of drag the fight out, cruise to a decision kind of way. I think they're probably looking for more explosive fighters, but we'll leave it up to management team and stuff. But I'm always willing to revenge a loss on my record.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And then finally, man, you know, Fury is big. Fury is becoming a big feeder league to the UFC. Do you feel like if you get a win November 6th, you'll finally make that walk into the UFC next year?
I hope so. I'm hoping and praying. Of course, I got to win impressively. Like whenever I fought for Dana White's looking for a fight, I couldn't get the finish. The guy was tough, and he was kind of just trying to hang on. But hope, yeah, if I get a finish, I would love to be considered in the UFC, and that's exactly what we're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, you've been in this game for a long, long time, and it's only, it's a matter of time, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have a better record than most of the featherweights on the damn roster right now. So let's get it going.
Yeah, absolutely. I lied. One more. With looking for a fight and Edward Chavez. After you got that win, did you talk to any of the matchmakers that night?
No, I don't think I actually talked to any of the matchmakers. They just I think they just pulled everyone to the back who I think was getting a contract, and they just kind of let them know. And I was just waiting. They're just like, don't leave, stick around, hang out. You might be getting a call. I was like, okay, yeah, no worries, thank you.
Gotcha.
But maybe if I was able to get that finish, I had a little bit of a layoff, but hey, it's the past. We can't do all in the past.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. Awesome, Andres. Thank you so much for your time, and I really appreciate it. If you want to plug your social media, plug any sponsors you have, and if you want to thank anybody, the floor is yours.
I just want to say thank you to everyone that's helped me through my entire career. I've been boxing and fighting MMA for a long time. There's a million people that I could think of and think, but mostly my coaches and all my training partners. Without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. Appreciate you guys.